Hey everybody, I just channeled the Angel Raphael, and Raphael came in and talked about the Starseed Master Class in depth and answered all of our questions. It was really fascinating. Wow. So if you would like to learn more about it, just swipe up and you can hear Raphael's channeling. See you soon. What is it?
Hi Raphael. So in April, you're going to help us teach the Starseed Master Class, and we just want to know who out there should sign up for the Starseed Master Class. What?
You are very funny. Well, anyone at all, anyone who is wanting to be of service to Mother Earth, to the planet and the collective whole, anyone who feels that they were born to be here at this particular time in order to raise the consciousness, anyone who thinks of themselves as a healer, anyone who is wondering how they can help and they can't quite figure out what to do, anyone at all that is vibrating or listening to this in itself, it is connected to the vibration of the starseed energy. You know, it is no coincidence that I've sent you off to Malta and to Mount Shasta, right? Why did I do that over the years so many times? Do you think it was just for the heck of it for you to get on a plane? No. I sent you and your mother there to tune into the vibration there because it holds the Atlantean energy. And it is a place where you had lived, and many of you who are listening to this had lived as well, in which there was a great catastrophic event. And as that event happened, all of that fear and all of that pain got densified into your cells and into your being and into your DNA, and it is carried through right now into your human experiences. Many of you are feeling so much anxiety and fear because you know you're on the threshold of opening up and shifting the consciousness, and yet you're deeply afraid on an unconscious level that you won't do it, that you'll fail as you have before, as ego and fear and power and greed got in the way over love and unity and connection. And it is that the energies in Malta, underneath the sea in the deep caves, are codes that I'm going to open up and bring into all of the cells of your being to remind you of who you are and to release all of that pain and all of that fear and to let go of all that trauma that is stored not only in you, but in so many that lived during that time. And it is in the collective as well. And the reason I sent you to Mount Shasta is for a very different reason. The beings there are very beautiful and very divine. They are light and soft, and they carry the divine feminine. And it is that you can go deep within their mountain and into the core of their temples, and you can receive love and transmission, and you can begin to transmute old energies that are no longer serving you. And they are coming to the surface right now to talk to those such as yourself or anyone listening to this who is ready to hear them and to connect to them and to open to their hearts as they use ceremony, as they connect to you, to teach you the old and ancient ways, to remind you of who it is that you are. So the Atlantean energy is very masculine, and that needs to come into balance. It's so out of balance right now on the planet. And the Lemurian energy is the divine feminine, and as you rebalance them together and you bring in all the ancient connection that the ancient Egyptians had to so many divine beings that were able to support them in technology and building what you might understand as the pyramids and so on, you begin to be able to bring forth enough connection, understanding, and balance where you bring in a balance within the harmony of the body and open up to spirit to receive advanced information and technologies to support the healing of Mother Earth. And so we're going to be doing all of these things in the Starseed class. And so everyone is welcome. Anyone who wants to release their anxiety or their fear or their old patterns or old beliefs, anyone who wants to serve the planet, raise the consciousness, step more into love, have more joy, and tune in and play with ceremony and old indigenous teachings and understandings in the mystery schools, anyone like that is welcome. So anyone at all, really. They will feel much lighter, more at ease, more connected to who it is that they are, more connected to the remembering of many lives. The releasing of so much will open up more space, and as you open up more space, more light that is pouring on the planet is able to come in, and it is going into your cells and awakening you. It's going to create healing in the body on the physical level, the emotional level, the mental level, and allow you to feel more light and filled with love and connection and joy and beauty and bliss, moving literally into what many of you might call the fifth dimensional energy. There could be an old memory of living during this time, and they are afraid to delve into it. Many beings are afraid to step into their power because in a sense they got burned before. They put themselves out, they moved into higher consciousness, they tried to help the collective raise their consciousness, they stepped out of their comfort zone, they let people know what they were doing, and they were ridiculed or even burned or looked down upon society. And so they're like, I'm not getting anywhere near that. I'm staying in my little box and living my little ordinary life. I don't care about the rest of the planet. I just going to care about myself. And so that they're keeping themselves protected and safe. But we want to assure you that any work that we're going to be doing around this process is going to be based in the most beautiful unconditional love that there is, the highest vibration of light, in order to do it with integrity, to do it with a sense of deep commitment, in a knowing that you're doing this not just for you, but for the planet, and that this time you can get it right. This time you can learn from all of the mistakes in the past and make a huge shift in the evolution of humanity, not just for you, but for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, not just for you only alone, although it will help you tremendously. It will help Mother Earth and her healing and a rebalancing of so many things, so many systems, so many environmental ecosystems, political systems, so many, the education, so many systems need to be revamped, need to be re-seen and brought together, not from a place of hierarchy and power, but rebalancing the divine and the feminine back into a place of unity where you're balanced energy so that you can move forward. And moving into the reason you need to tap into the Egyptian energy, as they were open to receiving advanced information at higher frequencies of technologies that made instantaneous answers to things that they could not come up with in their own mind and ideas. And so you are needing to tap into those vibrations so that you can come up with solutions in the technological world to begin to create a cleanup of your oceans and a cleaning of your air and a revamping of your food system and a re-looking at an understanding of more energy and free energy so that you can come into unity again as a collective rather than fighting each other, moving into cooperating with each other. And releasing old limiting beliefs of poverty, not being enough, unworthiness, less than, all of these things that are holding you in an old paradigm that is no longer serving you nor Mother Earth.